Lonnie with Untitled Nerd Network, and I am here with comic book artist Alex Ogle. And I'm going to say I'm already familiar with some of your work. I've gotten it at the farmers market down in Lafayette, Georgia.
I've been all over the place.
Yeah, and so I'm familiar. I already have, I think if anybody's watched some of our stuff, they have seen the Ninja Turtles print. Okay. I believe that's actually hanging up at the studio.
Gotcha.
And I'm trying to pull up our live feed to where we can maybe get some info here. There we go. And so yeah, I want to talk to you about, number one, how did you end up as a comic artist? This has to be something like, you know, I'm sure everybody at one point or another doodles as a kid and stuff, but at what point did this become something that you figured you might be able to do?
Well, as a kid, you know, I loved drawing characters a lot, especially with my friends and developing ideas and characters. So naturally, when I got into high school and early college days, I was like trying to make my own comics and really interested in getting in the industry of making comics. And really, I got into comics mainly through going to the grocery store with my mom. Like, she would go shop, and I would actually be over there at the little rack looking through books and just kind of checking them out.
I did the same thing.
Yeah.
The exact same thing.
That got me totally hooked into it, because I started off with like some early books, like Excalibur just came out from Marvel, and so it was an issue 1. So I thought, wow, I'm going to jump in on this. So I started reading that by Alan Davis and everything, and it was really great artwork, and I love that series. And eventually I was just like, it would be great to be able to do this. Like, I see these guys' names in the book. I know it's only like 3 or 4 people creating these books, so it'd be really fascinating to try and do that as a career and kind of enjoy that, creating that medium. As I know movies were a lot more involved and take a lot more technical knowledge of like building like sets and costumes and all this kind of stuff, and this huge production. And so comics just felt like you could do all that with just a couple people, and it just felt really interesting.
So whenever you we're here at ConNooga.
Yeah.
I failed to mention that.
We're here.
And this is Untitled Nerd Network's first ever ConNooga. Is this your first ConNooga?
No, it's my third.
Okay.
And next year I'm the featured artist. You can check out some of my artwork hanging up in the hallway out there. It's some of the banners for the convention.
Cool. Okay. I did not even know that.
Yeah.
I want to talk about this here. Now this is, you know, I had seen you before.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, you know, I'm going to drop by and say hi. But then we were sitting right across the table from you,
yeah.
And I look and I see this giant banner of a cat.
Yeah.
And anybody that knows me, anybody that follows this page or whatever, you know, knows we have cats everywhere, and I'm a huge cat fan. And I want to show what we have here. Let me see if I can get it kind of held up here. This is called Midnight.
Yep.
And I'm assuming this is like your big project right now.
Yeah, it's one of the projects I do every year, and it's basically Midnight's part of the Hero Cats, which Hero Cats is an ongoing series from Action Lab, which is the publisher. And he's kind of the Batman cat of the team. He's kind of the Dark Knight of the team.
Yeah.
So he's kind of fun. He doesn't like criminals, and
but
so he's always out tracking them down and capturing them his own way. He obviously can't talk, so he's always talking to other cats, but the humans just see him as this black entity that runs around the city fighting crime.
So this is like realistic.
Awesome.
Like,
totally.
if you looked at it as cats were like super intelligent, could do this kind of thing.
Yeah.
This is realistic.
They're very intelligent. Yeah.
So like, you don't have like space aliens or anything.
No, there's aliens too.
Oh,
there's aliens.
Okay.
There's I'm drawing one of the issues now that has a lot of bone dinosaurs that come to life, and so there's a lot of characters and stuff in the series, and so they go to outer space and at periods and time and stuff,
wow.
and they even go to other dimensions. Like Midnight in the first series fights like a character from a dream world and stuff. So yeah.
So what the cats make this technology?
No,
or they have a spaceship,
they're just plain cats. Some of them have abilities. Like one cat can read minds, and another cat can actually fight really well. Midnight's just can't really get hurt. Like, he's kind of indestructible in a way. So
now, in the interest of full disclosure,
yeah.
Right before this, I came over and got the first 3 issues of the series here, and the variant cover, which is New York Comic Con. Yeah, that's the New York Comic Con, and he was kind enough to sign those for me, and even gave me the print that we see here. I am I'm just going to say I'm very much looking forward to reading this because I'm a huge cat fan, and the artwork looks cool. It looks like a promising series.
Oh yeah, it's fun. It's a spin-off book of Hero Cats, which is an ongoing series from Action Lab, which it comes out every other month from them.
I'm going to end up having to read it too.
Yeah, you probably should because Midnight's in there. He's part of the team, so it's a lot of fun. The writing, the same writer wrote both this, and he's the creator. The writer is the creator of the series, so it's a lot of fun and a real enjoyable read. And I've really enjoyed doing the artwork. They let me go crazy with the style of the book and everything.
Now, I do say you do have a very distinctive style. Yeah. A lot of your stuff, and we'll see if we can maybe kind of move it over here. Okay, let's
like
show
this. Yeah, I do a lot of black and white, and I color this book as well. And I actually do everything on the Midnight series other than write it. So I've even designed the logo, and I do the lettering in the book, all the production work.
I was actually going to ask, had you done any color work? So you do the coloring and everything.
Since most of my booth is black and white, but I do the coloring. I try to come up with interesting color palettes to go along with whatever project I'm working on. In Midnight, there's a lot of blues and a lot of purples and greens, and a lot of shading of that.
Oh, it's mostly night.
Yeah, it's mostly night.
Yeah,
so it's almost got a color scheme too.
I want to say it's got almost like a kind of a Batman-esque feel to it.
Yeah. We wanted to kind of give it that kind of feel, where it's kind of a Frank Miller take on another character from a series that already has a look. Like the regular Hero Cat series has a cartoon style that's kind of unique, and but it spans every issue. And yet Midnight's very dark and black and heavy, and so it's definitely expanding the world of styles within the Hero Cats.
I'm very I want to leave the con early and read this book, or at the very least go over there and read it in between people coming by.
Fun. I'm always real impressed with the scripts when I get them. So.
Now I want to know. We just had a question. That's the perk for doing this live. We have somebody who wants to know, they say they like the sound of the book. Mm-hmm. Is it available online?
Oh, yes. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, you can get the trade paperback, actually, of these issues here, all in one book online. I think it's Amazon or other places. Even Comixology carries it, too.
Cool, okay. So Comixology and Amazon, for those wanting to know. I mean, this is, we're going to have to get, you said the writer is like right on the other side of the.
Definitely interview him.
Yeah,
he'll tell you all about Hero Cats.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. So that's this is, like I said, a very promising book. Do you have anything in the future planned? Anything major coming
I'm working
up?
on another 3 issues. That's about the first issue is about to hit the previews catalog, so that'll be for order from comic book shops, and so everybody needs to get on and talk to their comic book shop owners and get that issue ordered. And then the second issue will be out 2 months after that, and then the third one will be 2 months after that. And then it'll be collected in the trade after that. So
there's 3 issues per trade?
Yeah, I'm doing 3 issue story arcs. So yeah.
Okay. Like I said, I'm very much looking forward to this. I'm going to read it. Probably going to give a good solid review online here in the next few days after we wrap the convention. But anything you want to add? Anything you want to kind of throw out there?
I want people to come down to ConNooga.
We need some people here. I think we're going to be covered up tomorrow.
It doesn't hurt. We all need to get down here.
Yeah, definitely. All right, man. Well, I really appreciate you coming on to Untitled Nerd Network. And if you have a YouTube account, subscribe to us.
Oh, we will.
And all right. Well, I'm sure we're going to do, what's the writer's name?
Kyle Puttkammer.
Yeah, Kyle Puttkammer. Okay. I'm going to have to be careful not to say that too fast. We're going to have him on hopefully before the end of the day. And looks like we're actually able to do some live video, so that's a plus.
That's terrific.
Anyway, I'm Lonnie here with Alex Ogle, who is an amazing comic artist and probably the artist of my new favorite book. And we are Untitled Nerd Network.